Hi, Monique.
Hello, Paul. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, and good evening, everybody watching at home. And also to those that are going to be watching this on a catch up later on. It's good to be back.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're just going to have a little chat until we start seeing people come in, just to make sure that we're connected and everything's fine. Um, and are you seeing anybody yet, Paul?
Oh no, we've got a few. Just the comments are coming in now. Hi, James Early. How are you doing?
Oh, there they are.
Lou and
Paul
Paul.
Cook.
And hi,
Okay.
Tina. It's good to see people coming in.
Wonderful. Okay. Everything's a go. That's great.
Yes. And Ronnie's coming in as well. Yes, all good, all good. So you're looking really sharp tonight, Monique. I believe you got a new camera.
Uh, Pardon the pun, but absolutely. No, I can understand now. I worked in television for years, and when we went to HD, all of a sudden the hosts of the shows wanted wide shots only. So I had to put a little bit of extra makeup on. But I love how sharp and clear it is. It's wonderful. So
it really is. There is a downside to that, though, Monique.
Oh, what's that, Paul?
Well, we're actually in your kitchen, so if you don't tidy your kitchen up, everyone at home's going to see.
I spent 20 minutes cleaning it up this morning.
You did a good job.
And welcome to my kitchen, everybody, for this great interview and demonstration we're going to have today. Shall I introduce her, Paul?
Yes, please. I'm really excited about tonight's guest because they've also agreed to work as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's great. Her name is Tania Power, and she's a medium and an angelic Reiki healer, who also uses angel cards as a facet to her work. She has had awareness of spirits since childhood, but only fully embarked on her spiritual journey around 14 years ago. Tania demonstrates within numerous churches, centers, and venues throughout the country, delivering evidence from spirit of life everlasting, bringing healing and comfort to those who have lost ones. She chooses angel cards, believing their power to be powerful and pure. Always learning and always growing, Tania encourages everyone to believe and trust in their spiritual path.
Yeah.
And
let's bring her in.
Shall we let her in?
Let's bring her in.
Here
Hi,
she is.
Tania.
Hello, Tania.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Tania, we also forgot Liverpool fan.
We are.
I can forgive you. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
But Tony, thanks for agreeing for coming on tonight, and we really appreciate it, and we're really looking forward to seeing you work tonight as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. When we interview people, we also want to get to know about your backstory, your childhood. Was there any kind of story in terms of? I believe you said to me before we had the interview tonight, you talked about being sensitive as a child. Was that just as a child, or did that develop from a child, or did it go away or come back?
I think, all children are sensitive. We just, a lot of us, that's lost in humanitarianism as we grow up, and we get involved in the world and the influences of the world and media and everything. So we lose some of that pureness that we're born with. But for me, I always thought I could fly. And I realized that it was probably now, and I understand more things, that it was probably my outer body experiences where, and the funny thing was, I felt like Peter Pan, and my dad used to call me Peter Pan. I'd never grow up, just, as my personality. And I thought that was quite ironic, really. But I used to literally be flying overnight time, rooftop to rooftop, and just seeing everything and flying through the stars. And you kind of think that's just being a kid or whatever, you don't really understand. But I always felt like I was an older person inside a kid's body.
Yeah.
And it was really strange because I just felt like I was it wasn't me looking out of my eyes, when you and think, oh, who's this? So then sort of you get older, and so for me, I had my teenage years and etc. And tuning into my spiritual path, if you like, was later on for me, but surrounded by a very spiritual family. My nan was a healer and a great medium. My mum's a medium, and so I've got 3 sisters there. They're not mediums, but one's certainly spiritually inclined. But so it was really interesting. Like my nan used to read the teacups and the playing cards, and she'd have a coal fire, and she'd be like, "Watch the coal fire, look, what can you see? Tell me what you can see." She used to always encourage you to do things. So it was. It was interesting, and you've got all those memories to go back to, thinking, oh yeah, and then interrupt me, because I'll just chat on for ages.
No, we love it, absolutely. We love these stories, especially with your nan as well, about the whole pyromancy. It's something we really recently discovered with Christine Morgan. I believe it was her grandmother as well that used to read the flames, the fire. I'd never come across that. So whether, I know obviously Christine was from up north as well, more Newcastle side, but whether that was more of a, forgive me for saying this, I'm probably going to get criticised for this. Was it a more of an up north thing? People up north did that more? I don't know. I know Ouija boards come from up north, didn't they? They didn't come from down south anyway.
Maybe it just wasn't about much. It was a long time ago.
I should say as well, so apologies for the picture, everybody, because we can hear you, Tania, but it does keep freezing, but we can hear you okay. So we'll just keep going. Hopefully the picture quality will sort itself out.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So getting back to I kind of want to touch on that a little bit. Your influence from your grandmother. It was your grandmother that used to encourage you to read tea. Or did she encourage you, or did she just talk about it?
Well, I think, at a young age, you'd be like, go on, Nan, give us a card, and playing cards. Normal playing cards she used to read all the time. And the teacups here, and my mum read the tea leaves. And that always intrigued me, because I could see things in there, but I just didn't, you don't understand what you're seeing until you're guided a bit more, I suppose, and someone explains more to you. So it was like, and my friends would be like that. Oh, shall I burst my tea bag in my cup? No, because they'd be like, oh, make my cup for me. But those, we have to not forget that all those, if you want to say, old-fashioned ways of reading, they've been there for years, and that was came before anything, didn't it?
Yeah,
all those styles of spiritual connections and mediumship. It's great to sort of know that and have experienced it, especially with it being family,
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And do you think there's a genetic connection? Do you think there's a genetic connection, Tania, when it comes to spiritualism, not spiritualism, but mediumship and the ability to advance with these gifts? Do you think there's an inherited ability there?
Good question. Some people might say it is. For me, I think it's up to the individual to follow that path or not. I mean, I didn't sort of tune into that path, if you like, for a long time. And people may have, when you're teaching a new group who are just maybe sensing or have a knowing or might hear or might smell, all the clairs, all the clairsentiences, etc. And it's about explaining about those. So, when you're younger, you don't really know what they are. And is it inherited? I don't know. I'd leave that one open. It's your ability to connect to the spirit world. And you know, I've been on lots of workshop with lots of tutors and esteemed tutors as well, and mentors, and you know, some have a slightly different take on different things, and I would say that you should take out of each of those what reflects with you, what resonates with you, what you connect with. We all work in love and light, or we should be, you know, and in truth, and be an ambassador for spirit, and ensure that we're doing the best we can, because we're vessels for the communication. They work darn hard to connect to our energy. Yeah. So we've got to work just as hard to, you know, keep in that power and connect to them too.
Yeah. Yeah. So Tania, there's something else I wanted to talk about as well. But kind of before we go on to talking about angel cards, you do angel cards, don't you? But what I also want to touch on. Yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a lag. I apologise for that. But I also kind of want to talk on growing up, though. Was you more sensitive around, you know, people growing up, your sisters, your family? Did you find it difficult, you know, especially being a teenager, being quite sensitive, or was it just something you just thought, oh, it is what it is? Do you know what I mean? You don't really know any different, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some people will see spirit from an early age, etc. I didn't have that. I've only sort of seen spirit 3 times, and clearly, but I am very much a sensitive and an empath, and I think you don't realize that you can pick up on other people's emotions when you're younger, you know. And I mean, even now, if you speak to some of my friends, they'll be like, yeah, she's really sensitive. And sensitive people will analyze things too much. I'm a bit of a Virgo there, so I'm definitely an analytical person. And you can overanalyze, you know, and you're like, oh, let's take a step back. So, you know, because I wasn't on a specific spiritual path when I was younger, I suppose I didn't really think about how it affected me. It's only when you get older and you're looking back, you're reflecting back, you can understand, all right, okay, I can understand why that was at that particular time more so.
Yeah.
Thank God for hindsight. Yeah. And how wonderful that you had a family that actually supported you. I was born and raised Roman Catholic. And to this day, there are many in my family that are a little nervous, a little fearful of this kind of thing. So it's great that you have family members that support you in your endeavor or your awareness, how you're being affected from a very young age. You must have felt very comfortable with it from the get-go.
Yeah, I think, you know, I call her my little nan because I had a big nan, a little nan. Yeah. And she was such a gentle soul, you know. And it was sometimes, you know, when we talk about her or we reflect about different memories and things, she was almost in her own little world sometimes, you know. And it was just how, for me, how she touched your life, you know. And she used to have this little red stool. I always remember it. And, you know, you get in there, and especially obviously in the winter, and she'd go, come on, go and get me some coal and let's put the fire on. I'm like, oh. And you'd have, your face would be rosy red, you know, because it'd be that close to the coals and the fire. Tell me what you can see. And it was like magic almost sometimes, because you'd be like, oh, did you see that? Did you see that, Nan? Did you see that jumping across there? Did you see that there? Then, you know, and you'd be like, you know, it was just, I just loved it. It really did. And she was very, I think, a calming influence, me Nan, you know, just because of the way she was, her personality and everything. But I do remember one day, she used to help souls, and, you know, I thought she was just a bit nuts, you know, when you're younger. And she was dropping things all the time. And I said, Nan, you okay? She went, oh, yes. And then she'd be like, would you behave? And I go, I haven't done anything. And she'd be like talking to spirit. And I just remember this one day in the kitchen. And I said, Nan, what's going on? She said, oh, I've just got this boy with me. And he was really clumsy when he was here on Earth. And I was like,
Oh,
really? What do you mean? So she was explaining to me, you know, how she was helping him on his journey, which was great, you know. So yeah, they were lovely memories and lovely to sort of have that in the family.
Yeah.
and was there a certain point in your life when let's say synchronicity or coincidences that were not coincidental at all? Like how is it that you actually went into working in this field from childhood?
Yeah.
So, well, I'll just go back a bit. I lived in London for 17 years.
Okay.
And I didn't study mediumship or practice at the time. I was given some cards a long time ago, and I used to go and see different mediums, and I used to give little messages, you know, to my friends and things like that. I thought, oh, I'll go and join a church. None of my friends were, you know, into anything like that, as they say. So I went into this church. And oh my God, it was like stepping back in time 100 years. The door creaked as I went in. And it was like every head looked at me. And I just sat there while I walked in. And to be honest, it frightened the life out of me. And the people there at the time was an older congregation as such. And never went because I was too scared. Put me off. And it was only when I came back home, sadly, my dad was seriously ill. So I came back home. And then that I went to a circle and a development circle, and then just progressed from there, really.
Okay. And was it a mediumship circle or was it a mediumship?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Lovely.
And we used to meditate in the dark. And it was like this particular one that I started, and it was a friend of mine that introduced me to this person in their circle. And it was like pitch black. I'm like, oh my God, you know, but all the messages used to come through, and I used to have a pad and a pen, and I'd be like, just because I could never like remember, there was about 12 people there, and I'd be writing, and when the lights went on and, you know, we'd finished our meditation, etc., and these scribbles I'd be like that trying to read it, you know. It was funny, but you know, as I say, you move on from there, you find different circles, different mentors, then courses and workshops, and then from there you do your first demonstration. You know, I did a fledgling one with a colleague of mine who took me along with her, and then it went from there, you know. Then been working demonstrating for a few years now, and I love it. Love working with spirit. Love it.
Yes, I understand that, and you know, as I can only relate in what I've experienced, but I wanted to ask this question to you as a result. As I went on my journey, like you, I found that I loved to incorporate art into the mediumship. Now, you use other modalities as well. So how did that come about? Was it just a journey of discovery as to what you enjoyed doing, or just realizing certain gifts, you know, that you didn't know you had before in regards to mediumship or readings?
Yeah, I think with angels as well, I've always been drawn to angels.
Okay.
And I just love they almost make you feel it's like an empowerment, but a peace. if I can describe it like that, that's my description of when I'm working in their light. So if I'm doing my angelic Reiki, you know, and I'm working in their light, you know, I just love that feeling. And, you know, there's lots of different cards, and some people work with tarot. I was given a tarot card years ago, but I just wasn't drawn to them. I was just drawn more to angel cards. I just more of a connection with them. So when I'm using them, I just feel more tuned into them. Yeah. So, you know, obviously, I use them if I'm doing readings. So if I'm doing the psychic part of the reading, I'll use the angel cards or not, you know, depending on how we're going. But obviously, I don't use them for my clairvoyance, my mediumship. That's obviously a separate connection as such.
So in personal readings, you may combine these different things in a reading. And obviously then there's platform work, which is quite different. Got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lovely.
Yeah, definitely.
So I know you do a broadcast yourself on Facebook, don't you? You do cards and mediumship within that. Mm. But so how does that, for those people that are sitting at home, how does that work? I mean, us sitting here, we all know how it works, but there's a lot of people sitting at home. How does that work in terms of the angel cards and linking that to mediumship? How does that work for you, Tania?
So obviously, if I just decide to go online and I do a live, Facebook Live, and I can see the comments coming up, you know, and it's people are asking for a card or whatever. And sometimes I'll just see a name and I'll say, right, okay, Paul, can you understand this? Can you understand that? And it kind of starts off almost like I'm doing a demonstration. So I'll either get in a demonstration, I would go direct to a person, or I'd give the information out, as a lot of mediums work like that. Yeah. So it kind of starts off a bit like that. I might just get a connection and just give the information out and somebody will take it. So, you know, it's like you're trying to read the comments and the comments aren't always as quick as you sometimes. So
yeah, that could be a bit of a killer.
Yeah. So yeah, it's and there's always the next thing you know, like an hour's gone, you're like, oh my God, you know, where's the time gone? And by this time there's a lot, you know, more people may have joined, and you know, you could be there all night sometimes. But I you know, I like to do just, you know, it's nice to give back as well. And it's nice to go on and tune in as well.
So when you say sorry, I'm going to kind of not force it, but kind of push you on this a little bit. Do you get people to keep putting their names up, and see who you're attracted to? Is that how you connect in that way?
When I'm doing the lives?
Yeah, when you're doing the lives, when you're linking with someone, do you wait till you see someone's name? So I saw someone the other day, they gave one piece of information, and that this gentleman was a butcher. And then she kept waiting to get all these names kept coming up. And I'm not sure if that's a way. Sorry if I sound cynical. I don't mean to. But I didn't know whether it's a way to generate people to come onto Facebook or whether that's a genuine thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's a technique.
For me, you know, I don't often sort of advertise to say I'm going live. Sometimes I'll just say, I might put on Facebook and go, right, I'm going live in an hour or half an hour, or I don't kind of plan it mostly. And then when people are coming up on the comments, yes, I may just get, I can see a farmer here with a red tractor, and can anyone understand that? And then I'll wait till someone says, yeah, I can. If 3 people can, I'll just give a little bit more information and then just carry on. So, yeah.
Brilliant. So we're going to hope work like that a little bit later. So that's quite exciting. I can't wait to try that. So that works. Yeah, no pressure. We can certainly have a go as well. So what was I going to say? The other thing is we are kind of taking over time on here, can't we? Guys, if you've got any questions, please ask Tania, because we're 25 minutes into this interview. So yeah, please ask any questions that you've got. That'll be lovely. Here we go. And that'll be nice. And we can get the questions rolling. And I'm guessing everyone's going to, oh, Tania, please can I have a card? Can I have a card? Do you find that we're working with a card? People love a card, don't they? People do love the angel cards and tarot cards. Just a single card, you know, people. Yeah, sometimes it's just giving that positive message to someone as well. So, but with the angel cards, when you're working with the angel cards, do you feel into them, or are you going by, because you know there's books that come with a pack? Do you feel into the what that card means to you or to that person? How do you link to that?
So if I'm working with somebody, you know, just before I do a reading or anything, then I have my own little prayer and tune in.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's that person's energy that's in the cards, if you like, not mine. So it's they're whom I'm tuning into. So no, I don't go back and read what's in the book. That's, you know, it's great for, you know, when you're sort of first learning and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, in saying that, I've got some advertising for Calgary here, I know, but I've got some angels and ancestor oracle cards, and they're only fairly new. And I found with them, because there's lots. So some of those I'll kind of go back and see, because they have alternative meanings. But when I'm using my ordinary, I say my ordinary, but my I've got Doreen Virtue and Angel Hand cards, and I like using them because I can just feel them, just feel the energy and the energy of that person.
So I'm sorry, Lou. I think I might have just killed your question a little bit. How do you read? Do you read playing cards? That's from Lou. I'm guessing she's mean like normal playing cards.
Yeah, that was my nan, Lou. I don't read them. I can probably read about 4 of them, but she was just so used to using them. She was in tune with them. So that's why I used to be in awe of them. So yeah, I haven't used them, to be fair, because I've been so used to what I'm using myself.
Yeah. It's so tempting, Monique, sitting here, Monique, going, oh, can we have a card as well? It is quite tempting, isn't it? I mean, Helen's put, I need a card. And she's on a date Friday night, so she wants to know if she should buy a hat. So if Helen's date is watching on Friday night, just be warned. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So great question from Verity here. What is it about doing mediumship that you like the most?
I love the connection that we have with spirit and the evidence that they provide to prove that life is everlasting. It makes me emotional. And when they can, you know, when you're demonstrating or personal readings, and, you know, how would I know what information they give me?
Yeah.
How does any medium know, you know, what evidence we're given from the spirit world? You know, it's not like, you know, Paul, I've Googled you and searched your whole life story and I can, you know, no, it's the pure connection.
Yeah, of course.
So I just love the fact that you are a channel of communication for spirit to prove that life is everlasting.
Yeah, great answer.
Can you please, this is Paul Cook, and he asked, can you please tell us more about the angel cards? Do you choose one card or do you pick several and use them in combination?
Good question.
Yeah, so I it depends on the individual for me. Sometimes I will start off with maybe just the one, and I can connect psychically to them. Another time, if there are any questions, I might take some more cards. There are different sort of ways that you can lay them out, and how they read. But I just go with the flow of that. Firstly, the psychic connection around the person. And the cards are fabulous, I mean, if I just showed you, one for argument's sake. So it would be, this is celebration. So you might say, oh, celebration. Okay. So you could quite easily say, oh, you've got a party coming up, or there's a wedding, or etc. etc. Well, is it? It's also about celebrating life. It's also about, for me, I would say to that person, I know that you're asking up to spirit, and questions are being answered. So celebrate your answers. So it really depends on what I'm tuning into. And actually, Monique, I want to say that's about you.
Oh,
that you've been asking a lot of questions lately, a lot of questions, and they will be answered. In fact, you don't look at your signs that you're given.
interesting. I'm going to have to keep my eyes open. Pay more attention. Pay more attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like others, I have to be knocked over the head sometimes before I can actually get it sometimes. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So hi, Arwen. She's put, you mentioned looking into the fire with your nan. Is scrying a part of your work? Is that something you can use?
Scrying, yeah. No, it's not. I have tried before, and that's really interesting as well. But no, I don't use it as a form of my mediumship, or my spiritual connections. I remember doing a workshop once, and it was all about water, and it was amazing, I have to say. And so we all had 10 piece of, you basically, somebody put their hands in water. Okay, you were outside, I was outside the room, and then everyone sat down, and then I came in and put my hands in the water and picked up on the energy of that person. That was that. Although that's not scrying, that was just working with water. That was just, I'd never done anything like that before. I remember doing that a few years ago, and I thought, wow. And as we know, life is energy. We're energy, water's energy. So how it picked up on that really, I was really wowed at that exercise that time, and I really enjoyed it. But energy, water is the force of life.
Absolutely. So if there was people out there tonight that are sitting there, do you know what, I'd like to get myself a pack of angel cards, pack of tarot. Is there any kind of anything you would suggest that would help them get into that and work with that?
There's lots of decks of cards out there, and what I would say is it's quite easy just to sort of go and buy anybody's, but look at what appeals to you, what you feel you're drawn to. So I've had these Healing with the Angel Oracle cards, these Doreen Virtue. I've had these a long time, and I don't want 10 packs of cards. What I've got at the moment is enough for me. So I've got those, and then these are Angel Anne cards, and these were very different. And when I got these, she said, "Oh, do you try them and give me your feedback?" And the energy from them was completely different.
Really?
Yeah, for me, I was like, oh, because they were fizzy. I felt fizzy energy with them, and they were like, and that's what I felt like with those ones, where my other angel cards, there's always that peace I feel with my angel cards. There's always that peace. What do angel cards look like, Lou? I think. Well,
Yeah, please put what do they look like.
Yeah, as I say, they're all every card's are different. Every pack is different. You know, and it just sort of depends what appeals to you.
Beautiful.
And you know, they're very different.
Yeah.
Oh, that she's upside down. But you know, all very different. And as I say, if anybody is interested in working with angel cards, choose the one that vibrates with you or that resonates with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this Facebook user, I'm not sure who it is, but
that's Zoe. That's Zoe. Hi, Zoe, because I'm
Zoe.
going into the group so I can see the group.
Zoe asked if it's okay to have more than one set of cards. She says she has 4 of them, and she was drawn to all four. So,
you know, absolutely. I've got 3 sets. I'm trying not to look at any more. But I feel them sets have got my energy with them now and my connection with them. So, and I think, you know, individually, if you're doing private readings, then you know which deck of cards you're drawn to that you want to use, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I think when you've got too many, there's probably too many to concentrate on. That's just my humble opinion, you know, and not saying what you should do. That's just my own opinion. 3 is enough for me.
Before we go into demonstrating, Tania, can we have a play with the cards? Can we try using the angel cards and doing like a single card for people? Would that be a bit of fun? Is that okay to kind of demonstrate what the power of an individual card for people? And while we're here, we could ask people, if you want a card, please put your name into the comments and share. Okay, so keep sharing away and put your name into the comments. If you want a card from Tania, keep sharing, and Tania's going to see who she's drawn to. So put your name in so we can see who wants a card, and then keep going. I'm also I'm not going to put a StreamYard link in yet, but keep sharing. Verity's done it. Denise has done it. There's a few that's going to come on. Keep coming, guys. Keep going with your shares. And yeah, Mary. Hi, Mary. Mary's after a card as well. Effie as well. Hi, Effie. So keep going and just see who we're drawn to, and we'll go from there. Oh, yes, please, a card. It's amazing. Excellent. We'll just keep going. Hi, Dylan. Dylan's watching from YouTube. That's really good. Hi, Dylan. And Paul Kirk. Hi, Paul. Keep sharing, guys. Hi, Lynn. She would love a card as well. If you're watching in the group as well, guys, I can see your names coming in as well, so I can give the names. Don't worry if you're watching from the group. Yes, please, from Lynn.
I wouldn't remember everybody who's on there, you know.
Sarah's on there as well. Sarah would like one. Zoe as well.
Okay.
Awesome.
Can I just go to Sarah, please, Paul?
Yes.
I think there was a lady called Sarah on there before.
Yeah. There she is.
Okay, Sarah. I have this card that I've taken off you. It's called Soulmate. Okay. Are you there? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna so there's also personal responsibility that we have to remember always, whether we're demonstrating or you're doing a private reading. Okay. If I could just make everybody aware of that, that's really important. How we say things for people. Okay. But this card for you, Sarah, I want to talk about your union. This is your relationship at the moment. And I want to say that really deep down inside, you know what's right. Okay. You know what's right for you. Blue for me is always healing. The blue in the card there. And I feel that there's been a little bit of healing alongside this relationship, but you found the heart of it now. And this is what this is bringing forward for me. There's also of learning here. There's a learning curve being on your path as well. Green is always knowledge for me within that as well. Okay. And I know that 3 is important to you. There must be 3 around you, 3 in the family. Okay. 3 I want there. They're just telling me there. Okay, so I'm just going to give short messages because otherwise I'll end up giving full readings to everybody if you want me to do a few.
Yeah, no, that was brilliant. That was a great demonstration. I hope you can understand the message, Sarah. That's a great demonstration of what a single card can do. And we're just going to keep going. So, guys, keep putting your name up. I know it's going to be just to pester you, but keep putting your name up and see if Tania feels drawn to you. Sarah's put, that's lovely. Thank you. Awesome. So, yeah, keep writing your name, guys. Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Eaton, she's coming as well. Tina, oh, and Zoe's said hello as well from the group.
Tina Sparkle Clark.
Okay.
If I can come to you, please. Hi, lovely. So this is about your spiritual growth, Tina. Okay. So I feel that there's lots of questions around you at the moment and that you're, there's lots of questions with you at the moment. My path is crisscrossed, so I don't know which path I'm going on at the moment. But I feel that you need to just sit in the quiet and listen, all right? And you know, if you're practicing meditation, but I want to encourage you to just sit in that quiet a bit more and listen to what is given, okay? Yeah, and I need to come to April with you as well. Now that's a significant month for you. I know there's a birthday there as well around the 4th. They're showing me around the 4th. Okay, and also there's words unspoken here as well. So it's just about you finding some confidence within that growth within yourself. Okay. I hope you can understand that. Well, I know you can, actually.
Yeah, it's lovely. And Verity's just put beautiful cards. These are beautiful cards. Thank you, Verity. And yeah, makes you want to break out and get some tarot cards, Monique, doesn't it?
Yes.
Lovely energy around it.
I do have oracle cards, but I'm going to have to get some angel cards and give those a go because they're just beautiful cards for one thing. You know, they really are.
They are absolutely. Can I come to? Was it Lee Cook? Lee Cook?
Yeah, I can find her. There she is. Lee Cook.
Hi there. Okay. This is all about manifestation. So I understand that you know and understand about laws of attraction. Okay. So this is where you're sending your thoughts up and with your positive thoughts and sending them out to the universe and manifesting those thoughts. Okay. And you know, it's not always about want. It's a bit like what Nanny McPhee says. If you need me, I will stay. When you want me, time to go. I just love that quote in that film, and I think it's dead true. So it's not what you what you want, it's what you might need in your life at that time. Okay, so I do believe that you are manifesting these things around you to enhance your family circle into a more positive vibe at the moment. Okay, I see that there's lots of learning with you as well, Lou, and so you must have long hair. I can't see the cat, and the cat hasn't got long hair, but I think you've got long hair. Just show me a picture there. If it's not you, it's somebody, immediate family. Please let me know with your feedback, would be great. But there's lots of learning around you as well at the moment, and I know you're changing what you're doing at the moment, or you're thinking about enhancing what you're doing at the minute, because I can see that we're moving slightly away from what you're doing because you're learning more at the moment. So keep up with the manifestation and sending those positive thoughts to the universe. Spirit always listen.
Yeah, Lou has long hair, just to confirm.
She's what? Oh, she does have long hair. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Hi, Marcus, as well. Thank you, Zoe. Guys, keep going. Keep putting your name up. We'll try one more. It's very interesting, the energy that comes off the cards here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. So keep putting your name up, guys, if you want a card. Oh, we got a spammer, guys.
Yeah, I saw that.
We got Kathy, we got Lynn, we got Liz. Yeah.
Sue Simpson. Sue Simpson, please.
Oh.
Okay.
We've blocked.
She's still there?
Yeah, we've managed to block 2 people that weren't that are viewers. Kathy Eaton was blocked by mistake, and so was Liz Walsh. This guy here, whoever's coming up on here, he needs to be blocked, guys. Adele Bambalowo, or whatever his name is, they need to be blocked. But Liz Walsh needs to be unblocked, and so does Kathy Eaton. So we've lost her. We've blocked her for some reason. Leanne's asked for a card. Armin Welsh has asked for a card. So yeah, sorry guys. Apologies if you got blocked by mistake.
So I did ask for Sue Simpson, but I don't know if she's still there or not.
She says she's here. I'm here. I see her at the bottom.
Yes.
Is she? Okay, fabulous. Hi. Sue, around you at the moment, I've got a healing card. So I do feel that there's, I want to say I'm feeling very anxious around you at the moment, Sue. Okay, and then I can feel that with my breath and my anxiety there. So I'm just feeling very anxious around you. And I know just as I'm feeling with that card there. Oh, thank you, lovely. Sorry, I just have my little chat myself to Spirit who's just stepped in there. So I've got Mum in Spirit. It feels like motherly. And she's putting her arms around you to give you comfort at the moment, because I know that you're feeling, I feel like I'm run down and I'm running on the last bit of energy, and they're sending healing for you to lift you up and build you up. I hope you can understand that. But beautiful strength in that energy that they're bringing as well. And I need to ground you. I need to put your feet on the ground as well. So I'm feeling that you know you're all over the place at the minute, and you don't know which way you're going. So I need to, like, she's going, just stand still and go one direction. This is what that's what she's doing. So she just made me laugh the way she's doing it. So Sue, I hope you can understand that. I'll just do a little quick reading, so I'm trying to do a few more. But please accept the healing from Spirit, because I know that's important around you at the moment. Okay. And she's talking about a daughter as well. A daughter as well who needs a bit of healing as well. Okay. Hope you can understand that.
Yeah.
She's saying yes, and yes, absolutely. She will accept all of it. I can see it in her text here. That's wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Yeah. Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, for those who got blocked by mistake. The scammer hit us, and he came in really fast, and we were trying to block them, and we took out 2 normal people. So I really apologise to some of the viewers. Yeah, okay. Should we do one more? I know we said we wouldn't, but should we do one more? Because I'm loving this. Sorry, Tan, I'm making you work.
That's okay. Let me see. Oh, thanks for your feedback, Sue. Let's see here. Right, if I can just go to Paul Cook, is it Paul Cook?
Paul Cook.
Paul Cook, yes.
Hi, Paul. So I've got the intention cards with you at the minute. Now I'm feeling quite a strong personality with yourself there, Paul. And you're setting your intentions, but I feel like they're not being reached, or they're not being fulfilled at the moment, as they tell me there. There's a lot of love around you, so you must be a giving person, I'm feeling. And actually you've got quite a soft center, you just don't show it much. I'm being told there. Okay. Now, Paul, if you don't, I feel that you work as a healer. And if you're not working as a healer now, this is something that you could do, because I've just seen that. They're just showing me that there. Ooh, shivers. When I work with spirit, they always come to my right side. Give me goose pimples when they get close. But yes, and there's some travel with you as well. There's an Irish connection with you, Paul, as well. But I know that you wanted to do more travel than you have been doing. Right, okay, thank you. And amethyst is a beautiful crystal as well. And take the strength and the healing from that as well, okay? Without sort of going into things too much. That has been needed from healing from the past, okay? But trust in your intentions and send them out, and know that your positive intentions will be, I don't do prediction, none of us do or should really, but I know that if you keep with your intentions, then they will be fulfilled for you. Hope you can understand that. I'm sure you can. It's hard when you're not talking to anybody, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It is, yeah.
You know, this is the joys, or the different, channels of doing mediumship, if you like. So, whether we're in person on one-to-one, whether we're on a platform, whether I'm, tomorrow night I'm doing a demonstration with a colleague of mine in a club. So we, that's a big audience we've got there. So yeah, it's just different tools of the job almost, that we use. Yeah.
Absolutely. I've literally just pinned the link, guys, into the comments. So if you want to come in for a reading, we can try that like we normally do, and go from there. See if we can get some people in. Try it a slightly different way, and maybe we could try linking all of us to the same person. We could try that. But I've just put the link up. You should be able to see it in Facebook. If you guys can see, I'm hoping you can see it now. Okay, yeah. So guys, if you want to jump in on the link, that'll be really good, and we'll go from there and see if we can bring. Okay, we got Zoe straight in. So Zoe's going to come straight in, Tania. This is going to be slightly different. Hello, Zoe.
Hello.
How are you?
I've just finished work.
Right. Okay. I'm going to get you to sit down so we don't feel all a bit.
Hi, Zoe.
That's it. Awesome.
Hello.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. So we're going to try connecting with you. Did you want to do a card, Tania, or shall we try me? I mean, I know I've read for you before, so I kind of know who you've got in spirit with you. Did you want to link, Tania, or do you want me to do this?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Hi, lovely.
Hello.
So Zoe, just hear your voice. Yes or no, great. Okay. Don't feed the medium, as we say, because she's put enough weight on over lockdown. Okay, and just as I'm joining you there, I've got a lovely little lady in spirit here. This definitely feels like a nan vibration to me. And thank you. Okay, and I know there's an Irish connection here in the family as well. She just draws me to the Irish connection. Yeah, and Okay, thank you. And I know I'm 5'7.5", and if you see me, everyone thinks I'm about 60 foot, and that's without my heels on. But she comes in, she goes, "No, I'm only little. I'm only little." She just make me laugh, but she is only little, and she's got. She's talking about your look, and I can only see the top of your glasses. I can't see here, but you must have red hair because she's talking about your lovely red hair. Have you?
No, I've got blonde hair.
Right, you got blonde hair.
Yeah.
She's talking about the lovely red hair. So can you understand the red hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because I know that's in the family, and because she's talking about the red hair. Okay, all right. And there must be 3 of you, please. She talks about 3 of you within the family.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you. Okay, and Elsie, can you understand Elsie, please?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I get lots of names, and it's dead frustrating sometimes demonstrating. I always say to people, hey, if you can take 3 bits of the information and not the name, don't sit there like that. I'm not putting my hand up, because people do that. They say the name and go, and Robert. And they go, oh no, I can take everything else, but I can't take Robert. So I'm glad you take LD, and it doesn't matter about lots more names, and you can't take them. You will find them. You'll always find them later on. Okay. And she takes me to a road that used to live in. I'm in a number 23. Number 23. She's showing me here within the address.
Yeah.
Can you understand this, please? You can. Thank you. All right. And don't know whether it's Ellison or Elliston or Ellison. It sounds like that. That she's put in there in front of me, okay? I know there's birthday in January. She takes me to the 8th as well. And I know there's birthday in December as well. She's taking me to them months, yeah? Okay, thanks. All right. She's talking about somebody must have either, because I feel like my head's numb. So she's talking about I'm either, and it's not like migraine, but it's like, you get like pins and needles. Can you understand this?
I can understand that.
Yeah. Understand that, because she's just saying, oh, it feels numb, and it feels like pins and needles. Okay. And she does make me laugh, because she would have liked all the herbal remedies. We work with Symbology, so she's pedestal and mortar, and I know that she says with that I like the herbal remedies. So she's just she'd make her own concoction up. She's making me laugh about her own concoction. Where she says as well, concoction. Oh dear, I make my own concoction. But she and it's like she's making a pan of soup, and she's showing me about the pan of soup, and it's like I've got every leftover vegetable in this pan of soup, and it'd be on the stove all day. Can you understand that as a memory, please?
Yep.
All right, thank you. All right, and Ollie, I've got Ollie here as well. She's talking about Ollie. Right, I want this in a little boy, so if you just hold on to that for me, okay? I don't take anything back because they took a lot of energy to give them in the first place. But she put that forward for me, and Michelle as well, okay? She's given me that, and she's saying that you don't trust very easily. You're a bit of a skeptic about people, yeah, okay? And she's saying that it's okay to open up sometimes, all right? You don't have to keep everything closed, all right? And I want that closer to home for you in your relationship, all right? It's okay to open up sometimes, okay? Because I know the cards are close to the chest, okay? All right, so, and I'm just going to leave it. She's laughing because she would have, she's laughing about because Halloween's obviously in October, but she's talking about the toffee apples and you'd be like biting into them because the toffee was that thick on them. And she's laughing about, how your teeth nearly broke. And she's just leaving me with sweets, all these sweet things for you, because I know that for me, that just means you get a little bit of sweetness at the minute. You need a bit of upliftment as well at the moment, okay? So please take a love. Thank you for accepting and working with me.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you for coming on.
Thank
Bye
you.
now. Bye. Okay. Awesome. That was Tania. That was brilliant. So I've just an idea. We're quite brave. We do this live. We're quite brave, aren't we?
I'll say.
Right.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, there is this thing, it can go horribly wrong, people. It can be, it can go really, really well, or it can really not go so well. So I just got an idea, and Spirit will give me an idea. How about, ladies, that all three of us work together? Now, I've got a contact that's come straight away. I'm kind of worried.
And I will. I'll share my screen and draw as we read.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So I know
someone from Australia in there.
Yeah, hi Michelle. And
can you see the screen, everyone?
Yes. Can you put that up, Monique? Do you want me to share it? How's that?
There we go.
Okay, so now Monique's going to draw as well as myself and Tania. Monique are going to do some mediumship. Now, this is exciting. So let us know you're there, guys. Mother's on. So hello, Mother. So I better be on best behaviour. I know Lou is in the background. Hello, Lou. Stay there because his contact may be for you. I don't know where I'm going yet, but I've got a wonderful gentleman coming in to my energy. Really, really strong man. I know this is Dad because he makes me aware that this is Dad. I do know this man. Again, it's all about his strength, not just his energy, but also about his strength of character. Very strong man. Everything was down the middle. Everything was okay. Everything. Oh, okay. I hope I'm not coming to you, Tania. I hope this was for somebody else. But this gentleman was very down, like I said, down the line. Everything was black and white. Everything was honest, and there was a real determination with this man in life. And okay, I keep hearing Dad as well, Dad. But he's quite a thick set man. Okay, I know. In later years, he's making me aware that he was well up until the end. Up until the end, he wasn't ill. He wasn't never had a day off work. He was that type of gentleman. Okay. Can you feel him, Tania?
Yeah, I feel that he definitely worked with his hands, this gentleman. So he was a grafter as such. I want to be. I'm looking at steel. He's showing me steel as well. So I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say I want to go up north. I don't want to come. I don't want to come down south with him. Absolutely. I'm kind of worried I'm being drawn to you, Tania, but we'll keep going.
Well, that's what I was a bit concerned about.
Would you understand this gentleman would have had really big hands? Not only did he work with steel, but he also worked in the construction industry. There's a real sense of him working in the construction industry. I know there was a time, I don't think he did it all his life. I do feel he did it for a time, laboring and working, because he keeps showing me bricks as well.
For me, he's saying.
I don't know if you understand this.
Putting it out there. No.
Okay. Also, with this gentleman, I kind of get this northerly connection that I feel like I'm going up north rather than down south. Again, there is a steel connection, this construction connection with him. I keep what sounds, I'm not sure if this is the right name, but it sounds like the name Cyril. But I don't think it's Cyril. It sounds like a Cyril. He's trying to give me that C name. C. He's trying to pull that through. I'm sorry I can't be a bit more on that. Monique's got him.
Do you recognize in your mind's eye, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing, I also feel he had rounded shoulders as well. Okay, he's just giving me the name Mark as well that connects to him. I feel this is either a nephew or... Okay. It could also have been...
Can I jump in?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. I've actually got a Scottish connection with this gentleman. And I know that he's talking about his cold feet. So I know they wore thicker socks. He's talking about his cold feet. And he's just making me chuckle about that for such a big chap. He like his feet were always freezing. And I know this is important to him as he brings that alongside there. He also had a sweet tooth as well. And I'm laughing because he's making me laugh for that. You know, in my sandwich bag, there'd be some goodies in there as well, just as he's blending with me there. He was quite a gentleman, with a sort of little chuckle, like, you know, I'm sort of going like this with my shoulders. That's what I'm feeling with him. You know, and I feel I need to come to a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But I know, yeah. Okay. Go on.
I've got Lou that's come into the studio. If you understand this, Lou, you're welcome to come in. Just let me know if you understand this connection. But again, I feel with this gentleman, he's making me aware that he wasn't a man of many words. I also know that this gentleman would have gone over it with heart attack. This gentleman would have had a heart attack.
And I feel that heart attack was quite unexpected, because he'd been quite a fit chap as well. All right. I want to say he complained about, or he used to go like this with his hands, like he had pins and needles, but didn't, you know, nothing like the heart attack was suspected. But because he's showing me how he's doing this with his hands at the moment. Okay. All right. So have we got somebody who can understand this gentleman yet?
Yeah. I've got Lou. I might bring, okay. I'm just going to bring Lou. Oh no, they've disappeared, so it won't be for them. If you understand this connection, please jump in on the link. It should be pinned on the page. You should be able to see it. Okay. Okay, this gentleman definitely passed into spirit with a heart attack. I actually feel this gentleman it wasn't a man to talk about any medical issues, any aches or pains that he had. He would just get on with his day.
He's also shown me a dog here that was like a wolf. He says it was like a wolf. So, so I'm hoping that you can take this dog with this gentleman as well, because just making me laugh the way he's saying this dog's like a wolf.
Yeah.
But he would have also had like a walking stick, but a bit bigger, like a shepherd's stick. Not that he used it like that, but it was almost like it was for show. And he's just showing me this stick here as well. Okay.
Another name, Jane. Also. Sorry, Tania.
Sorry. It must be their birthday. I want to say it's because I keep feeling that he wants to go to daughter, to a female, and it must be their birthday. It's just been or just coming up. I need that there as well, because he's just showing me that. Yeah. So have you got somebody, you say?
No, not yet. Not yet. I thought I was going to two different places, but people can't take the heart attack. But this gentleman definitely passed into spirit with heart attack. But this gentleman, again, I love the eyes, Monique, as well. I can feel that.
Yeah, I can definitely feel it too.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm listening to spirit as I sketch, so I miss what you're saying. Okay. But I'm feeling a physical labor with this man. So the job that he works at is more on a physical level.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys are getting that.
Yeah, absolutely, Monique.
Okay, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm feeling it as I sketch. This is definitely a father.
Yeah.
So we have to find a home for this.
We do. Someone's not listening, or someone's just watching the football, perhaps.
So let's just reiterate what information that we have, maybe, Paul. and see those who are listening, you know, can take some of it. Remember, folks, please be open-minded. It's not always your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister. It could be somebody from a long time ago who was a neighbour or a friend as well.
Yeah. Okay, so can I'm going to stop you there because I feel that we've come home with this. I'm just going to bring this person into the stream. Hello, Helen.
Oh, hello.
Every time this gentleman tries to come in.
Every time a coconut.
Okay. Now, you say you didn't understand the heart attack, but this gentleman made me feel the heart attack.
No, I do understand the heart attack.
Oh, you do? Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, that's good because that to me was really. Would you understand the hard labour, the hardness about this gentleman, the construction side of things? Because I know I've had a similar contact with your father before, but there was a sailing connection, etc., etc. And every time this particular gentleman comes in, he tries to come in a different way, doesn't he? Every time. And I know you joked earlier because you've got a hot date on Saturday. Is it Saturday?
Friday.
Friday. We'll wish
Thanks
you
for
well.
bringing that up.
Sorry about that.
No, I'd already brought it up anyway, so no secrets.
Yeah, it was all over the comments earlier. So
my dad was very hardworking, engineering. His father and him, you know, always up to fixing, and he was a mechanical engineer, basically.
See, the reason why I was attracted to Tania, because obviously from Liverpool, so I know there's a Liverpool connection with this gentleman. Yes. And that also fits, and I've brought that through for you before. This gentleman is very, I think we need to just let him give you the message. Tania, can you fit into this? Because I know so much about Helen and this gentleman that's come through. Would you be able to give the message? Yeah. I'm sorry to pass that over to you.
Yeah. That's okay. Can you understand? I need to go to Scotland though, because he's showing me Scotland. Can you understand the Scottish connection?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, because I'm just looking at all the, you know, the Highlands and all the Scottish connection around there. And I know he was quite a deep person. How are you? Yep. Okay, fantastic. And I know he was quite a deep person. He was very much, he'd watch what was going on before he said anything, and he'd keep, you know, things inside a lot. You'd understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. And okay, can you understand dog? Because he just made me laugh the way he said, oh, dog's like a wolf.
Yeah.
You can? Okay, sorry, there's a bit of a delay there, so I couldn't hear your voice. But he just made me laugh about that as well. And this walking stick as well, it's not like he used it as such, but it was more like for show almost than anything else. It was like, do you understand that? Yeah.
Yeah, he collected a stick wherever he went.
All right, okay. And can you understand the cold feet? He just made me laugh about his cold feet.
Yeah.
Because I know he would have had thick socks, because he's showing me the thick socks, you see. And he didn't like the thin ones because they weren't warm enough for his feet.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. And he's talking about a pair of brown shoes as well. And they've got to be brown. And I know these were like almost like me Sunday best shoes, but they were brown with laces. Yeah. Can you place those for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, thanks. Okay. Okay. And, you know, he's just standing here at the minute, and he's quite a pensive type of person. But he's like, you know, when it comes to me tossing a coin, I know there's decisions to be made, okay? And he's talking about you here, and he's like, will you hurry up and make your mind up? That's what he's saying. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. And also, he would have liked, you know, the little box mints, the mints that you get in a little sort of tin, a little box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always in his car.
I feel like a delay. Oh, fantastic. So, yeah, he's always like, he's like a little squirrel, chucking them away there, and just making me laugh about that. But he had quite a deep sort of chuckly laugh as well, You'd be like, oh, if you found something funny, you just sort of go, like, and this is the way he's doing it to me. I was laughing there as well. I need to come to January with this chap as well.
Yeah,
okay.
That's his birthday.
And have you been suffering with? Thank you. Okay. And have you been suffering with blocked nose? I feel like I've been suffering with my sinuses and a blocked nose. You understand this, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. And he would have had one of his ears. He's talking about one of his ears, and I know that I can't hear 100% in one of my ears.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, thank you. Okay, but he can hear everything quite clearly now. He's saying, and he's like sort of man of wisdom. He was quite a knowledgeable man.
Yeah,
and it was like how he just stands there and just watches the whole scene. And this is what he's doing with you at the minute. He's watching what's going on around you. He's talking about you thought you left the window open.
Yes.
He's talking about the window being open. You thought you'd closed it, but the window was open. Can you place this for me?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, because he's saying, I'm trying to get your attention. And this is what he's just showed me, where the window's been pushed open. And you thought you'd closed it. Okay. And also you keep finding pennies, odd pennies, because he's showing me, I know we can say pennies from heaven, but I want to say like a penny and a 5p, just little small coins, and he's leaving them for you as well. So please, please know that this lovely energy from him, that doesn't forget. I say to you, I don't forget. And there must have been a birthday in April as well. And there must be one coming up as well, because he's saying, I haven't forgot the one coming up. But, as his messages about you dithering and making your mind up, we want you to make your mind up. He's tossing this coin about, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? Okay. All right. And have you had... it's just had either your lower back or your hip. I'm just being, it's been impressed on me that I've got pain there around that part of me. Would you understand this, please?
Yeah, I fell down the stairs yesterday, so that would do it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you banged your hip, didn't you?
Okay.
On your
yeah. Oh, all right. Well, accept the love and the healing from spirit. Please know that I always say that spirits are only ever a breath away. And they speak their name. Do you
recognize the sketch, Helen?
Yeah, you've got his nose as well, Monique. It's brilliant.
Lovely.
Yeah, and the glasses this time.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate
that. Thank you. Thanks, Tania. Paul. Good job.
Yeah, well done, everybody. That was awesome. Well done. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, that's awesome. I love the glasses, Monique, as well. So we really haven't got time to do another message. We've only got 10 minutes. So we might as well we've got a Lucy in the stream. Can we bring Lucy in? Is that okay? I'm just going to bring Lucy in. Just going to remove that and bring Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Hiya, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you.
Did you understand any of that message we was given? I'm not sure why you was clicking on the link. But while you're here, can we use you as a guinea pig?
Okay.
Would you like a message? Should we all of us try to connect in with this lady and see what we can come up with?
Okay.
We're using this as an experiment. So that other message that was for Helen. So Helen took the message. That was her father. But as you're here, we've only got about six minutes or so, guys. So we're going to try and link with you, Lucy. You're in, whereabouts in the world are you?
Burnaby, British Columbia.
Oh, wonderful. So you're in Canada.
She's in my neighborhood.
Ah,
Lucy.
oh, okay. So there's a conspiracy
Nice to
going
meet
on
you.
here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Who wants to go first?
Me, please.
Cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Of course.
Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
I've got a lady that comes forward here at the moment, and I know because she's bringing my attention to my head, so I know I would have had severe headaches with this lady, and she's just bringing that around me at the moment. And I don't feel like this is as more, but it feels like more of a so it feels like more of a friendship link to me, but I want to say I'm that close. I feel like a sister. So that's what the kind of link is for me at the moment. Okay. I know I wasn't a grand age when I died. I want to be sort of in my 40s. Forgive me if I've got the age wrong, but that's what she looks at the minute. Very attractive lady. She's got dark hair like yourself. But we're talking about, so can you understand where I am at the moment with that person?
Not really. You said that she's a friend. It's more
Feels
of
like a friendship link to me. Yeah. Okay, don't worry. We'll keep working, and Paul and Monica and
because I'm sorry. Can I go, Tania? Because I'm picking up someone different. I hope you don't mind if I bring this gentleman through. I've got a gentleman. I've got another gentleman that would have passed into spirit with heart attack, because I can feel it. But I do also know he would have problems with his stomach area as well. He's making me aware of that. And I feel the stomach area was either an acid problem or some kind of a long-term problem that he had with his digestion. I feel also that he had something to do with the trachea with swallowing. I do feel there was either a hernia or something here as well that made him feel like he was having pressure on the heart as well, because I know he would have had a lot of indigestion. He's making me aware of. I know he connects to you, Lucy, and I feel this gentleman did have heart issues, but I feel the indigestion disguised it a lot, if that makes sense. Would you understand that? This is very much a grandfather figure, possibly father, but it feels more like a grandfather figure than father. Does this make sense?
It could be my father-in-law who passed away.
Okay, because I don't feel the closeness of a father link, but I do feel that there is a connection here. Which is why I said grandfather, possibly father-in-law. I keep getting, I know you've got a slight accent there. I feel a French, sorry to be cliche about this, I feel a French connection here as well with this gentleman. Would you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, now that's how I know that he connects in here. There is a French. He's trying to give me, it's like Claude, but it sounds like another, it sounds like a Claude. Does this make sense? And I feel this is a connection to him, not him. He's trying to give me this name.
Claude. No.
Claude. It sounds like a Claude. I'm sorry. It's almost a French accent there, but it sounds like a Claude. Like it just sounds like. I'm sorry. Let's not get hung up on that. But he's making me aware of this connection with this gentleman, and I know this gentleman. I feel he's still here. Okay. Also, I also feel this gentleman had a military connection as well. I do feel this gentleman served. There's some kind of military connection with him. Would you understand that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. If it's my father-in-law, yeah.
Yeah, because he's showing me himself in a uniform. I also, he's saying he wasn't expecting him to come through. I feel this is one of the last people you was expecting to come through. He's talking. Okay. Also, he's trying to give me the name. Again, it sounds like a Frank.
Oh yeah, Frank.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Frank is my brother-in-law. Yeah.
Okay, and and what sounds like another name is trying to give me. It sounds like a Simone. It's again. I feel it's a French. It's a French name. I do feel it's Simone. It's trying to give like a Simone. Yeah.
Simone would be connected. Well, that would be my father then.
Okay. Okay. Well, he's
I
trying.
know he often comes in my readings.
Okay.
My dad.
Okay. I know we're a bit short on time. Sorry, ladies, I'm taking over. Did you want to jump in? Monique, have you got this connection?
Well, I was closing my eyes to see if I could actually see, because you're talking about, feels like more than one person, but
I have. Yeah.
I can tell you that I was shown a pie, and I feel that it was the tostière. Now, tostière, which is a French dish. Can you imagine that in any way, Lucy? Does that connect with any family member, any celebration?
You mean tourtière?
Tostière.
Yeah. Yes. It's always around Christmas. It's always on the table. Yeah.
Right. Well,
so it connects with many people.
Many people. Yes, that's right. Yeah. I mean, I recognize tourtière because I happen to be French, and I saw the pie and I feel tourtière. So amongst the people that Paul was connecting with, they presented a tourtière, and it represents celebration, togetherness, together to celebrate family gatherings, connections with love. Okay, so
Can I give a message that this gentleman's trying to give me? Forgive me for giving this to you, Lucy, but she's making me aware that I'm feeling that there's so many people around you gone from the past. There's so many people gone into spirit. And I feel there's this real sense of what was from the past, the family that you've lost. Okay, I just need the message really here for you is you're not alone. There's memories that you've been looking at recently. I'm also being shown photographs that you've been looking at, that those loved ones are close around you. Can you I'm trying to give you another name, but it begins with M. I don't know if it's a May or a Mary. It's kind of a take on that. Again, I feel it's a French name. Marie or again, I'm trying to give his French name again. I'm sorry. I'm so badly English. I'm not very good with French. But I can feel that like a Marie, but there's a French take on it. Although Marie is French, isn't it? I don't know. But there's just so much love coming from those in spirit to you. Okay, and that's really, really the message that's coming through here. So, Tania, can I leave you with the last word?
Okay, thank you. Lucy, this gentleman just keeps showing me a white rabbit, and the white rabbit's lucky foot. I don't know if you relate to that, but it's always like a lucky emblem. Okay, so I know that he's bringing that around you at the moment, because he tells me I feel some sadness around you. Would you understand that about yourself and within you at the moment? Can you understand those emotions?
Yes,
Lucy. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Thank you. I won't go into that, but as he brings that around here, and it's like I see your own serenity and the pensiveness of that, and he wants to bring, because he shows me like the lotus flower opening up, and he wants to bring you out and open you up and show your beauty to everybody, is how he puts it. Okay, so I know that means that we want to lift you up, we want to give you so much upliftment at the moment. Okay, now he talks about Fred and please, okay, so, and he's just saying, I want to give you this upliftment, Lucy, and this lucky rabbit's foot. If you can't find that, you'll have to ask about it, because he's just showing me the white rabbit. Okay, and I think you said there was Navy link there before, Paul. I'm not sure, but
Yeah,
I
that
was
was a
just
military
thinking.
connection.
Yeah.
You must have a big painting on the wall. You know, a picture, and I can see it's like a ship. Lucy, would you understand this? Now he's showing
Oh
me
yeah.
this as a memory. This, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
It's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
It's
think he thought
on
it
my.
was worth it.
It's on my. It definitely sound like my father-in-law, because they come
Yeah.
from France on a boat, and we have the
Right.
picture of the boat. Yeah, my husband.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know we need to wrap the message up for you,
We
but
do. Yeah.
okay, super. So for me, I just want to give you this upliftment at the moment, because that's certainly needed, and that he wants you to go out more and be involved more. And I feel like, because you're in the sort of four walls at the moment and not getting out as much as you can. Okay, so please
The
accept the
pandemic
love and
did
this
not
upliftment.
help.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course not. Now we're free.
Well, not
Please
here.
accept his love. Okay.
No, I don't think they are over there, Tanya. I still think they're in lockdown, guys, aren't you?
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
It's not as open as it is over here. Yeah, I think you guys are still in lockdown, aren't you, Monique?
Well, some provinces are tightening up, some are opening up a little bit, but everyone still has to be very careful.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you ever so much, Lucy. That was wonderful. Thank
Thank
you for being
you.
our guinea pig. And we'll see you soon. Take care.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Lucy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lucy.
Tanya, just thank you ever so much for working tonight. It's been awesome.
Yes.
Learning about the cards.
Thank you for having me, guys.
It's been great.
Yeah.
It's
Fun
been great.
working with you. Mhm.
Before you go, it's my turn to do a free reading. If you just flick through the comments and have a look at names, if you want to scroll down, just pick a name and see if we can get a winner.
Me to pick a name, sorry.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who you know and who you don't know.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Judith Brightly. Judith Brightly.
Brilliant. Okay, so
Congratulations, Judith.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get in touch and we will sort you out a time for a free reading. And thank you for watching, and thanks everybody for watching. And if you're watching on Catch Up again, thank you for tuning in at a later time. So it's that time, Monique, again, isn't it?
It is.
It's time to say
Yes.
goodbye, and we'll be back this time next week with another brilliant guest.
We will do. Thank you so much, Tanya.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It's been great. Pleasure.
Brilliant. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye,
Everybody.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.